Hi, this is Dr. Alana James, and this is the second part of a two-part video on what we can do physically to feel 10 years younger. As with the first portion of this video, there'll be a short discussion, and then if you wish to pause and go deeper into the material, you can before going on to the next two sections. There are 3 sections of ideas covered in this video, and there were 3 sections of ideas covered in the first half, all of them about how we can physically feel 10 years younger. Let's start with supplements. We all probably have grown up in a world where vitamins and minerals were an underlying and accepted portion of our world, although perhaps our medical doctors are not the source of our information on this as much as health food stores, etc. Nevertheless, it's well documented that supplementing what we eat with other kinds of vitamins and minerals is useful. What I want to do is go into some newer and not so tried and tested, but very interesting scientific evidence on how we can improve our cellular health through augmenting processes that our body naturally is involved in. And there's 2 I want to talk about, and then I'll send you on to other places where you can look at them deeper. The first is glutathione, and if you go to YouTube and you search on Dr. Oz and glutathione, you will find a very good video that on the Dr. Oz show when he discusses and goes through what glutathione does. It's naturally produced in our body, and it is the king, if you would, of antioxidants, sucking up the toxins that our body and our lifestyle create. Recently developed and very interesting is a product called ASEA, which you'll find more about on the Alana James site if you are interested. And this is Dr. Gary Samuelson. If you look up redox signaling molecules, and let's go back and I'll show you how to spell that, redox signaling molecules, and they are the mechanism within the body that actually turns on the glutathione. So there you have it. Too long to go into in this video, but 2 other sources you really should check out, how glutathione works in our body and how redox signaling molecules actually are the cellular enhancers that will, over the long haul, improve our health. Don't cure anything, but slowly but surely push back on the stresses and challenges of aging and disease. All right, detox then. We've gone a little bit into the idea that our lifestyles create toxins in our bodies, whether it's junk food or it's too much stress or whatever it is, our bodies begin to hold on to toxins. So every so often, it's a good thing to get rid of them, just like we would clean our houses thoroughly several times a year. We need to detox as well. And once again, I'm going to send you on to the droz.com site, and he has both a great 2-day and 3-day detox program, which are fantastic, interesting tastes. You can do anything for 2 or 3 days if it's going to vastly improve your ability to feel younger. Finally, for today, back to the mind-body connection that we set up in our first series of videos. Every day in every way, I am reversing my biological age. My biostat is set at a healthy, and for me, since I'm 60, it would be 15 years younger than that, 45 years old. And I do this through lovingly And today we have covered eating the spices that make me feel energized, grounding and balancing my body, feeding my body with pH balancing foods, using supplements that promote health, detoxing occasionally, and engaging activities that promote the mind-body connection. And this is where I'll leave us today. Oops, went the wrong way. It needs to go here. If you are not trained in yoga and feel uncomfortable with the kinds of positions that make yoga, that does not necessarily mean that you can't have great benefit from exercising in your chair doing similar kinds of stretches. So if you search on the web for chair yoga, you'll come up with several possibilities of diagrams, this one being one of the ones that was most clear, a complete yoga stretch. And what does yoga do for us? It concentrates our minds in our bodies as we experience the stretch and think about the alignment of our body while we breathe deeply. All good stuff. And once again, this is Alana James of alanajames.com, where you'll find lots of information about engineering the good life, redefining happiness, age, gender, health, etc. I hope you have a great day, and thanks for listening. Hi, this is Dr. Alana James, and this is the second portion of a three-part series on what we need to do to feel 10 years younger. This is the physical journey, and as I did with the mental journey, it is divided into 2 videos in order to make the video watch time and download time shorter. So, to get us started, we're going to look at 6 different kind of quick things that we can do to feel 10 years younger physically. And this video will cover the first 3. It's recommended that you read it, think about it, shut off the video, think about putting that section in place, and then go on to the next, rather than watching it all the way through. Step number 1, spice it up. What makes you feel alive? Participants in our live Feeling 10 Year Younger class at this point get to try a ginger lemon honey drink, which is quite spicy and makes the blood feel like it's flowing faster. Then we go on to discuss what kinds of spices do we use in our life and how they make us feel. Some people like Mexican food, etc. If you're interested in the recipe for the hot drink, it involves juicing 3 lemons, grating enough ginger that it completely fills up the lemon juice until it's packed full, and then mixing in teaspoons of honey to taste. That can stay in a jar in the icebox for a week or more, and then you put it to your taste into boiling water. So at this point, you might want to copy down the recipe, and you might want to think about spices in your life. If not, we'll move on to the next. Second section, be on your toes and in your body. It's very important that we feel well grounded in our body. And the older we get, or the more we do computer work, the more likely we become disconnected from our toes. As we grow older, that becomes a serious problem because episodes of ill health follow falling at a dramatic level. So we don't want to fall at all. Young yoga practitioners will be aware of lots of things that you can do, planting your feet on the ground, feeling the bottom of your feet, etc. So here's our exercise. Take off your socks, stand on the floor, spread your toes. If your toes don't spread naturally, consider using an outside implement. There's something called yoga toes that you can put in between your toes. It'll be painful at first, don't worry. Your body will work it out. Or you can use those things that people use for pedicures that go in between your toes. Stand there, spread your toes, stand up straight, and breathe deeply. In other words, hearkening back to what we said in the mental video, bring in restful awareness into your body. Notice the small things, the texture of the floor under your feet, the temperature of your feet compared to the rest of your body. And as you breathe and bring your awareness into your feet, practice going up on your toes and then back on your heels. Up on your toes and then back on your heels. Our third quickie thing we can do to feel 10 years younger, and it is amazing how bringing any of these into our lives on a regular basis help us feel grounded in our body and younger. Remember that we are reversing our biological age, and this time we'll do it by lovingly feeding our bodies healthy food. What makes our food healthy? Well, it's natural, it's not pre-cooked, it's not kept with preservatives. Those are the knots. And healthy food metabolizes in our body with a neutral pH. Highly recommend you go out, get some pH strips and test where the pH of your body is. If you go to www.energize, spelled with an S, for life.co.uk, you'll find this at a glance alkaline food chart. It's a healthy and great way to get you started going more towards the left in your eating and less towards the right. These were the first 3 little tips from our physical feeling 10 years younger first steps video. And I remind you that this is all part of the work that's being done on www.ealanajames.com. Again, that is www.ealanajames.com. Thank you so much for watching.